Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Friday, February 14th, 2014. It's the first official, well, it's not the first official, but it's going to be the first posted Friday soundbite. And to give you all a little bit of background on what's going on here, I'm going to try and record a 5 to 6 minute little soundbite of a couple topics while I'm driving. I'm driving to work right now in goddamn traffic. And just kind of cover a couple topics of the day. I would like to expand the Friday soundbite to a full podcast someday. Work my way up to that. 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half hour, an hour. It's going to take some time, but bear with me on this little journey that I have planned. But this is the first soundbite, so sit back for 6 minutes and drink your coffee and enjoy me talk about some things that have been on my mind. First things first, happy Valentine's Day to my friends who are in relationships at the moment. I am single, as you may very well know, but wanted to wish them the happiest of Valentine's Days, especially in this weather. You're going out, getting dinner, gonna get some flowers, maybe stay somewhere for the night. Who knows? I don't really miss Valentine's Day. It's never really been my favorite holiday. I don't think any guy it's his favorite holiday, but it can. You make the best of it. It's a night. It can be. You make it a nice night for the lady, and I just heard a commercial on Pandora for this movie that's coming out, and they always have a couple that are focused on relationships. It doesn't sound like a rom-com, it sounds like one of those dramatic love movies, kind of like The Notebook or something. And, I understand, you lovey-dovey movies, but the rom-com, at least it makes sense. It's funny. There's something for everybody there. It's great. Especially something like Knocked Up, which is it's borderline a rom-com, not really. The guy can enjoy it. The lady gets what she wants. She's enjoyed it. It's funny. And but the commercial I keep hearing for, it sounds awful. It sounds awful. They're screaming half the time on the commercial. I love you. This is the love I'm going to fight for. Like, all right, relax, guy. Like, what could possibly be going on in this movie? They don't even really tell you. They just show a picture of two people's faces lying next to each other, and they say, "This is the love worth fighting for." And whatever. I mean, you got to fight for it. You got to fight for it. But I wouldn't want to sit through that movie, and I don't think it'd be very fair, to be honest, to make a guy sit through a movie like that on Valentine's Day. It's a two-way street. I think a lot of people forget that. It's a two-way street. Anyway, about Valentine's Day, I drew up a podcast last week. I was going to do a little introduction to Sochi Games, what I was looking for. You hear some of the horror stories coming out there about doors falling off and toilets next to each other, having to take a shit next to your buddy. And I couldn't load the podcast or the soundbite because I'm an idiot. But anyway, Sochi Games going on tomorrow morning. Russia versus the U.S. 7:30 our time. It's going to be fun. There's a viewing party. There's a couple viewing parties. I'm going to try and get out. Try and wake up. I usually wake up that early for work, so it shouldn't be too difficult. However, I anticipate that I will have some sort of mild hangover, just a mild one. All right, stop judging, relax, and we're gonna try and get out and watch the game. It's tough to drink that early though, and I don't care how old, how young you are. Give a shit. It's fucking hard to drink at 7:30 in the morning. I know. I've tried it. I've tried it again and again. It's tough, okay? And you get into it that early. Next thing it's 12 o'clock and you can't feel your face, and you don't understand how the breakfast sandwich got more on your shirt than in your face, in your mouth. It's tough. You don't want to wreck Saturday either. I mean, I didn't go to a big college party school, and I don't, know those kids do it all the time. I mean, there's a couple of you listening to this going, Ned, you're a wuss. You can do it. Whatever. But It's tough. So if you're going to go out and watch the game, you got to drink responsibly. You got to space those drinks out. Get some water in you. Maybe start with a shot. All right, I know that's kind of backtracking from taking it easy, but you got to start somewhere. Anyway, that's the game. U.S. In the medal count. I haven't checked this morning, so anything could have changed. But we sweeped slopestyle, sweeped it, and we're tied for second place behind, I think, Norway. Tied for second with Netherlands, and their luck's going to run out because all the speed skating bullshit's going to be over. And speaking of speed skating, if any of you have been following, the U.S. team from Speedo had this new great, this fantastic design for a jacket, speed skating suit. It was going to make them faster. And there's some rumors that it might actually be slowing down our athletes, and that's not good. I mean, the highest they've finished is 7th, which is pretty is crazy considering a lot of the medal the last time around. But I always, I looked into it. A little bit. Did a little journalistic research, whatever, NPR style bullshit for you, because I care about the integrity of this podcast. It's Soundbite, and there is a vent, I guess, on the back of the suit that allows for, hot air to get out, but it's creating drag on the suit, which the athletes have to fight against. And the thing that bugs me the most about this, here's my, gripe, is that wouldn't you test the suits out? I mean, wouldn't you, vigorously test these suits over and over and over again, before you went, test them. And that didn't pop up at all, like, the suits create drag. I can't go as fast. Shit. Slow me down. I feel like that would be the first priority. Excuse me. I don't know. What the hell do I know? I'm not a scientist. Even, I'll have to ask one of my scientist friends. Ask someone who has no idea about speed suits. What the hell? I know a couple chemists. I'll ask them. Probably shouldn't, but I will, because they're the only scientists I know. Anyway. Test the shit out of it. Don't just slap it on and go, I hope it works. Sounds like something I would do. Yeah, just throw it on there. Just put the suit on. I'm surprised someone hasn't gone naked yet. You see those suits? They're like skin tight. Yeah, whatever. Old story. Faster. I'm surprised someone hasn't shaved and just gone there in their underwear. Imagine that. A bunch of people speed skating in their skivvies. Good Lord. Maybe it'll get some of the viewership up. Anyway. That's the speed skating suit controversy. Huge problem. But what are you going to do? Anyway. Netherlands, yeah, so speed skating, Netherlands, that's kind of, we're tied for second with them, but that's what they're good at, because those dikes freeze over and they skate on them, and they're good at it, but it's done. So now we just gotta keep on chugging, keep on plugging. So that's Sochi covered. I alerted you the game tomorrow. I have no idea what else is going to be on. I can't, I try and sit down and watch, curling's always good, but try and sit down and watch ice skating, and it sucks. And the reason I say that is because of the time delay. 9 hours, pardon my language, what the fuck? But I mean, you gotta deal with it. So, that's that. And, in the sake of keeping this to under 10 minutes, because it's already 9, we're gonna cut it here. But, I appreciate you logging in and listening to me gripe about bullshit. Working on it, going to get better at it. Got to write some things down. It is tough, just trying to, figure things out on the go. Always good to have some notes. Got to work on that. But if you have any suggestions, if you don't, I could be funnier. Think I could be funnier? You go, Ned, you suck, and it hurts your ear so bad you want me to stop completely. Let me know. I'll keep doing it, but I mean, I'll try and be better. Work on my voice, make it a little more soothing, a little deeper. But anyway, that's that. So I appreciate you listening, and feel free to reach out to me and tell me what you think. All right. Later, guys.